for more on this alleged big tech censorship, including the Hunter Biden laptop story. Let's welcome House Oversight and Reform Committee ranking member, Congressman James Comer. Congressman, before we get to the Hunter Biden part of this, if we could just back up to that soundbite of Elizabeth Warren. When Jack Dorsey was going into the dark room and he was arbitrarily picking who is allowed to say what and who should be suspended, it was completely fine. But now that it's Elon Musk, everybody's got a problem with it. Your thoughts?
Oh, how the tables have turned for the Democrats. You know, the Twitter and to a certain degree Facebook, they were like wholly owned subsidiaries for Democrat campaigns over the past 4 years. And now we have new leadership at Twitter, and I think Zuckerberg's trying to come clean at Facebook. So we're going to get some answers to questions that many conservatives have had for a long time about how involved the government was in censoring conservative material on the social media sites. And I think that from this day forward, we're going to have a better environment on Twitter and Facebook that respects free speech.
I think you're right. And I think what's being missed here or not explained properly, I'm not sure what it is, but what people are missing is the fact that Elon Musk isn't censoring anybody. He's allowing both sides to step up and speak their minds, whereas when Twitter was not under his leadership, only one side was allowed to give their point of view. Let's move on to the Hunter Biden piece of this, because the former executive from Twitter, we've got the soundbite where he talks about what should have happened and how he feels about it. Let's listen to that.
We didn't know what to believe. We didn't know what was true. There was smoke, and ultimately for me, it didn't reach a place where I was comfortable removing this content from Twitter.
So it was a mistake?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay, so he wasn't comfortable removing the material, and in his opinion, it was a mistake. And what I find interesting about that, too, is if a story is out there, even if it's not necessarily verified, you can say that, right? And people were saying that on Twitter. It hadn't been fully investigated yet, but reporters were digging into it, and it was something that was unraveling and unfolding. What place did Twitter have? What authority did Twitter have to say that people shouldn't be reading that content? That was censorship, and he's admitting it now.
Right, and they didn't have the authority to do that. And we're going to work on a legislative fix to where government officials can't get involved in censoring free speech. That's something that we want answers to with respect to who all from the government was communicating with Twitter about censoring that particular story, the Hunter Biden laptop story. I mean, they ran with the Steele dossier for 4 years until everyone finally figured out it wasn't true. But the Hunter Biden laptop story, which was true, they banned from Twitter. And it was right before the election. I think we all would agree that it would have had an impact on the election if the American people had known about all the influence peddling that Joe Biden's family has been doing over the past decade. So hopefully we're going to get some answers. I'm optimistic that Elon Musk is going to turn over that information and Congress can have it and try to get a legislative fix to make sure that this never happens again.
And what was amazing about that story was the stories all reported that this laptop was found and that, allegedly there was this content on there. That's all they were saying. Nobody was saying this is fact, it's hard and true. They said it's a developing story. We're looking into it. And look at this. It actually did turn out to be true. Meantime, you've got Peter Doocy at the White House in a press briefing with Karine Jean-Pierre asking her how they're going to handle Twitter from here. Let's watch.
When are you guys going to delete the White House Twitter account?
Why would we do that?
Well, you're saying that you're keeping an eye on Twitter because it might not be a suitable platform, so why use it?
Look, I want to be very clear here. The president has always said, and he has been very clear in his belief that it is important of social media platforms to continue to take steps to reduce hate speech and misinformation. But media platforms make independent choices about their information that they present.
I mean, I'll just ask for your reaction on that.
Well, the White House is off their game. They never saw this Elon Musk change at Twitter coming. They never thought Elon Musk would come clean with Twitter's involvement in suppressing conservative speech, particularly the Hunter Biden laptop story. So I don't think the White House is going to have a good answer to anything Peter Doocy asked him for any time over the next few weeks. I mean, they are completely rattled by this. This was a big part of their propaganda machine, and now it's gone.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. Advertising is going to be a big part of this for Elon Musk, and he's trying to incentivize the advertisers to come back. So this is an ongoing saga, but it is a battle for free speech, and he is fighting that battle, and he has stepped up for millions of Americans to do it. Congressman James Comer, great to see you. Thank you.